Hi, this is solution set for the IPMAT 2022 paper, part 6 of the solution set. The idea is we'll take up a few questions and try to solve, look at shortcut methods, look at how to solve things faster. We have already solved a few part 1 to part 5. This is part 6 of the whole solution set. So let's look at each. Now here we're talking of A and B be two sets such that a Cartesian product A into B consists of 4 elements. Two elements of A and B are 1, 4, 4, 1. If you know set theory and you know what does Cartesian product mean, it means that the first element here belongs to set A and the second element belongs to set B. So which case, in this case, set A basically has 1 and 4. Okay, this 1 will be set A, this 4 will be set A. And set B will be 4 and 1. These 4 and 1 will be set B. Now look at all the sets that can be made from this. I mean, if you look at A cross B, basically can be, if you look at 1, 4, 1 comes first, 1, 4, 1, 1, 4, 4, 4, 1. 4 sets. 1, 4, 4, 1, which is already given. You will also have 1, 1 and 4, 4. Right? So these are part of A cross B. Then, okay, let's look at null set part of A cross B. No, there is no null set in A cross B. So C is false. Now we're looking at A cross B and B cross A. What is B cross A? Same thing, only B is written first. So 4, B is written first 4 and then A comes 1 or 4 comma 4 or 1 comma 1 or 1 comma 4. If you look at both are same. So A cross B is same as B cross A, so D option. So here basically a little theoretical, you should know what is a Cartesian product. The moment you know a Cartesian product, it is not difficult to get the answer. Just substitute and get the answer. For all non-negative integers x and y. So non-negative also includes 0. So you can also have 0 as such. Value of f0. So we want f0. If you look at a question out here, there is fx and there is fy. And what we want is f0 ka value. So we can take x and y as 0. Okay, let's take x and y as 0 and then substitute out here. So normally in functions, if you directly substitute, it becomes easier to solve. So solve it. F is 0 square, because I take x and y 0 plus f of 0, right, is equal to 0 into f of 0 plus 0. Right. Now, if you look at 0 into f of 0 will be 0. And this y is 0 plus 0. So that means this whole thing will be 0 on right hand side. Left hand side will be f of f0. Okay, left hand side is f of f0. And that has to be equal to 0. So f of this value has to be 0. Now if I take f0 as 0, I'm just taking the value. Suppose if I take f0 as 0, okay, so what do I get? F of 0 equal to 0 satisfies. So automatically B option. Just substituting simple values, normally, you get the answer. Again, I repeat, you just substitute x and y as 0 because they've asked for f0 and both fx and fy as mentioned in the equation. So take x and y as 0, substitute, you get f of f0 as 0. Now if I substitute f0 as 0, it will satisfy the condition, right? So automatically you will get the value. Okay. So that is what the question is. So whole thing satisfies. So B option. So if I put f0 as 0, so this will become 0 plus 0 will give you 0. The answer will be 0. So substituting simple values normally give you the answer. One of the factors of numbers is randomly chosen. For sure, how many factors are there? These are broken up into prime numbers 3, 2, 17. You can use the property of factors. What is the property of factors? When you have x raised to a into y raised to b into z raised to c, where x, y, z are prime numbers, number of factors becomes a plus 1 into b plus 1 into c plus 1. So in this case, the number of factors becomes 7 1 into 8 plus 1 into 3 plus 1. That's the number of factors. Right. How many even factors are there? For even factors, the power has to be even number. So if I take for square, if I want a perfect square, for a perfect square, power has to be even number. So power of 3 can be either 0, or it can be 2, or it can be 4, or it can be 6. 4 ways. Okay, power of 3 can be 0, 2, 4, 6 for it to be a perfect square. Same way, power of 2 can be 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. 5 ways. I mean, you can put 2, 5 ways, even a perfect square. You can't have an odd power, right, in a perfect square. It has to be all even powers. For prime number raised to even power. For 17, it can be 17 raised to 0 and 17 raised to 2, 2 ways. So total ways possible for a perfect square is 4 into 5 into 2, because power of 3 can either be 0, 2, 4, 6, 4 ways. Power of 2 can be 5 ways. Power of 17 can be 2 ways. These many total ways divided by 8 into 9 into 4 total ways. 4 anyway gets cancelled. 2 will get cancelled with 4. You will get the answer as 5 upon 36. A option as the answer. The permutation combination, you should know basically. I mean, you should know basically number of factors in this. Number of 4-digit integers which are greater than 1000. So how many 4-digit integers are there totally? So total 4-digit integers are 9000. Remember that. From 1000 to 9999. If you look at total number of numbers are 9000 numbers are there, which are 4-digit numbers. Now if I look at from 2, 3 and 5, I'm just taking 2, 3, 5. 2, 3, 5 LCM is 30. So for every 30 numbers, let's say 1 to 30. Okay. How many numbers are both multiple of 2 and 3? All numbers multiple of 6 are multiples of both 2 and 3. Okay. So all numbers which are multiple of 6 are multiple of 2 and 3. So which means there will be 5 numbers which are both multiple of 2 and multiple of 3. From these 5 numbers, I mean, if you look at it, one number will not be a multiple, one number will be a multiple of 5, which you should remove. One number is a multiple of 5 from these 5 numbers. That is 30. 30 is a multiple of 5. You should remove from this. So you will basically get 4 numbers. So for every 30 numbers, 4 numbers satisfy which are multiple of 2 and multiple of 3 and not a multiple of 5. So what happens in 1 to 30 will keep on repeating. The pattern keeps repeating because LCM of 2, 3, 5 is 30. So what happens in 1 to 30 will keep repeating from 31 to 60 and so on. So you can make out that numbers which are satisfying this condition are 6, 12, 18 and 24. 4 numbers. 30 will not satisfy. So from 30, 4 numbers satisfy the condition. In 9000, how many numbers satisfy? Cross multiply. 4 into 9000 upon 30. Solve this, right? You will get 300 into 4, 1200. You can directly mark the answer C option, 1200. The options are far. Normally we look at last number and first number to be, if the difference in numbers is 1. Here the options are far, it can only be 1200 in the option. You can mark that and move forward. I just standing on top of vertical tower 200 meters high. Geometry, okay, observes. So at 11 o'clock and 11 to 1 is at 45-degree angle. So if we take a 45-degree angle, the angle of depression is this, angle of depression 45. So this also becomes 45. So which means this also becomes 200 because 45, 90, 45 triangle. So perpendicular sides will be equal to 100. Then the angle of depression 11 to becomes 30 degree. So in which case this becomes 30. So this will be 30. Which means this whole length will be 200 root 3. Because side opposite 60 is root 3 times side opposite 30. You should know 36 in any triangle. Side opposite 60 will be root 3 times side opposite 30. So distance traveled is nothing but 200 root 3 minus 200. You can say approximately 200 into 1.73 minus 200 or 0.73 into 200. If you calculate, it becomes 146. So 146 meters, okay, in 2 minutes. So 146 meters in 2 minutes. So how many kilometers per hour? So first of all, find out how many in hours. It into 6. This is in 2 minutes. So in 1 hour is how much? Into 60 you do. That's how much meters in 1 hour. If you calculate this, multiply it. So 6 is 18, 438. 4380 meters in 1 hour, which comes to 4.38, 4.39 kilometers. D option is the answer. So basically a 30-60-90 triangle and 45-45 triangle. The distance out here, this part, is 0.73 times 200. Right? This distance is 200, whereas this distance is 0.73 times 200, which comes to 146 meters. So 146 meters in 2 minutes. So in 60 minutes, how much? You get 4380 meters. From there, you can make out 4.39 kilometers per hour. Right. Hope this is clear. We will come up with more videos that will help you. Thank you.